Meigan and Suzy fight to stay in the game. Now on Big Brother Cheesecake 4 Office Wars. Hello, I'm Andrew Shevsik Moonves. Welcome to Big Brother Cheesecake 4 Office Wars. It's day 8 inside the Big Brother Cheesecake house, and this week, Curtis was the head of household. He nominated Meigan and Suzy for eviction, but Marcin won the Golden Power veto, chose not to use it, which means tomorrow, either Meigan or Suzy will be the first person evicted from the house. Who will it be? You'll find out tomorrow. And what will their plea speeches be? We'll find out shortly. But first, yesterday, a second house guest came to me and said they didn't like the fact that I said that there were 3 interdepartmental alliances going on in the game. And I normally am very diplomatic and I hear everybody out. And I did, but I'm doubling down today. I don't think there was anything wrong with what I said. It's Big Brother. If there's 3 alliances that I know of, there's probably 3 alliances that I don't know of. So you bet your hiney that there's 6 alliances going on in the game, at minimum. Yeah, and if you're not in multiple alliances, it doesn't mean you're playing poorly. It could be advantageous to be in multiple alliances. It might not be. There's no correct. Anybody who's a super fan knows there's no correct formula to winning. I mean, if Andy, Steve, Nicole, Jackson can win, I mean, the sky is the limit. And luckily, I have 3 fantastic winners on Big Brother Cheesecake, so the bar has been set by Jeffrey, Chanel, and Chantel very high. I also will say, of the 4 group chats, it's funny. In Season 2, Gryffindor and Hufflepuff got along, Ravenclaw wanted to kill each other, and Slytherin wasn't doing much. And this season, it's kind of a similar situation where 2 of the departments are gelling and working really well together, from what I can tell. And for 2 of the departments, it's kind of an act. I don't really see there being a lot of gelling and connections going on, and I sense it's just a matter of time before they collapse. But again, I could be wrong, and it's just my observations, and you can email or you can send your complaint department to my anus. Okay, what's interesting too about this season, and I forgot, Jack taught us some Italian. I think he taught us how to say, take off all your clothes, I'm going to fuck you in your tight asshole. Y tu mama tambien, which is something along the lines of, why doesn't your mama own a tambourine? Then vaffangulo, succhiari il mio cazzo, the good ones. Lots of Italian learning. Yeah, this season, possibly because of the virus, or possibly because I just have some great house guests, this first week, the amount of gaming and strategy has been insane. I haven't even been able to talk. I have talked to everybody at least once this week in the diary room, but not as much as I would like. And it's been crazy. Definitely the most amount of gaming. But there hasn't been any drama yet. I mean, in Season 1, Ranmal told Debbie to go fuck herself week 1, and he ended up being the first one out. In Season 2, the Ravenclaw house just told each other to go fuck themselves, and I was the only person left in the Ravenclaw group chat going, hello, hello. Season 3, Chad, of course, told Charlene, you're an old cow. Go fuck yourself, Chad. You look like a cow's butt. Go fuck yourself, Chad. And then Charlene put up Amy. I don't like you. I never did like you. I don't respect you. I never did respect you, and I want you gone. And so Charlene told the entire house to vote off Amy, and the entire house basically said, fuck you, and kept Amy, and Princess became kind of collateral damage. Is that the right term? Friendly fire? No, collateral damage. I don't know. Victim of crossfires. I don't know. Caught in the crossfires. There you go. But so far, there hasn't been any actual drama or fighting between anybody that I can tell. And I guess that's a testament to how good of a first head of household Curtis was in keeping the peace. Yawn. But yeah, so, but I'm sure there will be drama. And if not, I will just have to unleash Tiffany on all of you. Tiffany she played in season 1. Aton called her a heinous dirtbag. She then co-hosted with me in season 2 and season 3. In season 3, she offended everybody. And yeah, and fun fact, so Lindsay knows Tiffany. Lynn actually met Tiffany with me in Niagara in May of 2017, right after Big Brother Canada 5. Peter Brown did a Niagara party. Tiffany and I get there at 8 p.m. The club opens at 9 p.m., but of course nobody ends up going to the club at 9. But Lynn, Tiffany, and I, and Lynn's friend Nicole were in line. 10 p.m. comes around, nobody's there. Finally, 11 p.m. comes around, and the house guests, the alumni, start to show up. And these little 19, 20-year-old blonde girls are like going crazy over Dimitri's, and I don't blame them. And Tiffany she's had enough. She's waited 3 hours for this, and she doesn't actually care. She goes, "They're not real celebrities! They're 3 hours late! Don't get their autograph!" And we leave afterwards at like 1:30 in the morning, and Brittany, Sarah Hanlon, and Netta are standing outside, and Brittany Blair from season 3 goes to Tiffany, "Did you have a good time?" "No, you were fucking late! What are you going to do about it?" And Netta goes, "Oh, I'll take a picture with you." And before Tiffany could say anything, I'm like, "Yep, okay." So that's how that picture came about. And then, of course, Tiffany was even more angry, and she left, and she was like, "Next winter, we're going skiing off of Netta's nose," and blah, blah, blah. And it was a good night. I don't know what that had to do with anything. But anyway, so let's get to the plea speeches. So Meigan and Suzy, this is your final chance to give one brief statement to the house guests as to why you should stay in the game. Suzy took it upon herself to do a video, and then Meigan followed. And if you think that means that I will not read out your video verbatim in your voice, you got another thing coming. The videos were both about the same length of time, and they were both good. Safe speeches for week 1. No complaints. If anybody watching this wants to see their videos, I can forward it to you. But for the purpose of the episodes, sorry, Meigan, you're stuck with that voice. But if you're superstitious, you all called it Minnie Mouse. The Miss Piggy voice, that's what I was going for. The Miss Piggy voice is a winning voice because Chantel had it last season and won with it, and Chanel had it the season before and won with it. So it's won 2 seasons in a row. So who knows? Okay. Meigan, why should you stay in the house? "Hey everyone, Meigan here. I just wanted to give you an actual voice to put to my face. I know I haven't been very active in the group chats, but that does not mean that I'm not in this game or that I'm not playing this game. I'm just more of a one-on-one person, and I've been connecting with people more one-on-one, and I'm just playing the game in a way that's most comfortable for me. I hope to get your vote tomorrow so that I can continue on and continue connecting with the amazing people in this game and this experience I've really enjoyed playing, and I really hope to be able to continue. The only thing I will say, being an introvert, this is not something I would normally do, but I'm so glad that I'm here and have the opportunity to be a part of Big Brother Cheesecake 4. Thank you, Meigan. Suzy, you're up. Hi, it's Suzy, Sue, or Suzanne. So I'm about to clear the air out in regards to operators. We do work in the same place, but we don't work together. We have different shifts, different seniorities, so it doesn't work that way. That being said, my reason for wanting to stay in the house is from the get-go. I've started in the chat very open, very outgoing, being positive, interacting with everybody, socializing. I'm a very loyal person. I'm easy to get along with and a very hard worker. With that being said, I hope I do have your yes, and you won't regret it. I can promise you that you won't regret it. Okay. House guests, it's now time to cast your vote to evict Meigan or Suzy from the house. Very important message. You must cast your vote. First of all, the votes will be conducted in the privacy of the diary room, your personal chats with me. You have until 8 p.m. tonight to privately message me your vote, and it must be in the format. I vote to evict name, Meigan or Suzy. Reason for that is just kind of like Jeopardy, answering in the form of a question. And also, if you just say a name, I don't know if you're voting for or against. So you must phrase your vote in the format I vote to evict name, or your vote is reversed. The Season 3 casts never fucked this up once. The Season 2 casts, well, the Week 2 vote was between Joe and Chris. 2 people voted wrong. Chris was evicted instead of Joe. Donnie, Lindsay's ex-boyfriend, threw a hissy fit and then quit. And then titled a blog about his ex-girlfriend Lindsay, entitled Lindsay is Life. Boy, was that the blog. And so it just became a big disaster. So the point is, you must cast your vote in the phrase I vote to evict name. Curtis, as head of household, is not eligible to vote. The nominees, Meigan and Suzy, are also not eligible to vote, so there are 13 votes. And yeah, now it's time to get to the rules to the next head of household competition. Now, Curtis, as outgoing head of household, normally would not compete. But in the event the mole gets evicted tomorrow and becomes the new head of household, Curtis, you will compete in this, and if you should that happen, if you win, you would win safety for the following week, because the HOH comp would just become a safety comp, and the mole would become the head of household. So everybody's playing in this, all 16 of you. It is called Big Brother Cocktail Survey. And here's how it works. This is the first of 3 head of household Q&A competitions based on the results of the cocktail surveys you submitted prior to the start of the season. Once this video is finished airing, I will post in the group chat 10 questions, 10 true or false questions regarding the results of the survey. I obviously tabulated all everybody's rankings and tabulated average scores. There will be 10 true or false questions. You must answer true or false and submit your responses by 8 p.m. Eastern Time tonight. Then in tomorrow's video, I will be selecting questions at random. We will go through each question. If you get it right, you stay in the game. If you get it wrong, you are eliminated, and the last house guest standing will become the new head of household. In the event of a tie, the person who submitted their responses first will be the new head of household. So time may matter in the event of a tie. Now, the West Coast people might complain about that because they're technically not behind, but they're 2 to 3 hours behind. I once had a philosophical argument with somebody about time zones, about how we're all technically on the same time of planet Earth, and how if 9 o'clock comes here, it's going to come there. And I'm like, yeah, but it's 9 o'clock here, it's still 6 o'clock there, which is also, sorry, sidetrack, one of my favorite moments in Big Brother US history, the infamous Dan Giesling Season 10. If it's 9 o'clock, if it's 8 o'clock in New Orleans, what time is it in California? It's 6 o'clock, Rennie. No, Rennie, it's 10 o'clock. It's the other way around. Don't tell me I don't know my time zones, Dan! Rennie, it's 6 o'clock. First, New York celebrates New Year's, then us, then y'all. So it's Central Time, ass! Then finally she got it. But anyway, sorry. I got totally sidetracked there. What was I saying? Oh, the West Coast people may not think it's fair, but the odds of a tie are very slim. So I don't think it's going to happen. Okay. With that said, who will be evicted first from the Big Brother Cheesecake 4 house and lose their shot at the $400 Cheesecake Factory gift card and be fired from Dunder Mifflin? Meigan or Suzy? And who will rise to power and replace Curtis as the new head of household? That's all tomorrow. I'm Andrew Shesnick, Moonbeth. Take care. We leave you as we each drop on the house guests. Good night.